Good afternoon. Jon Preiksat, local attorney and a resident of the city. I live at 17 Gulf Manor Drive, not too far from Golden Beach. This has been a great discussion. I think it's narrowing down, at least from my perspective, is Mr. Milo is complying with the state statute, from what I gather. I checked with Ed Hofert over at the business licensing office. He complies with the city's requirement for business licensing. So under the state of Florida regulatory scheme, he's regulated as a hotel, and I assume they have passed, and he has passed their approval and operates as one of their licensees. Prior to coming to this meeting, I pulled up off the Division of Hotels and Restaurants website. It's a little brochure. It's called Guide to Licensing Public Lodging Establishments. And it's for folks like Mr. Milo who want to get into business. And so the question I have, and maybe this is directed more towards Mr. Anderson, is it appears to me from reading this is by him complying with the regulatory scheme of the Division of Hotels and Restaurants under Chapter 509 of the statutes, then that fact preempts anything that the city could do absent an ordinance.
Actually, what Mr. Milo has on record is not a hotel motel license. It is residential rental for business that does residential rentals. I did not want that to be reflected.
But isn't it a fact, because in the Chapter 509 is quite specific as a regular, they are the sole regulatory body in terms of hotel operations, the life safety and those sort of issues. Okay, notices to the guests and what has to be provided, rates and all, stuff you see on the back of the door when you check in a hotel. Okay, so they are a hotel as defined by Florida law, which preempts under that statute and under Florida preempts any action the city can do, because it has a specific savings clause in that chapter that says anything a municipality or county governmental body may do cannot be in conflict with Chapter 509, which is a typical savings clause in a regulatory type statute. The federal government has it, state governments have it. I'm sure probably county has it. I'm sure city probably has it in some respects. So if you've submitted and effectively comply with the Florida statute, you are defined as a hotel. Actually,
the state defines it as a public lodging establishment that is
it comes under Chapter 509, okay, which includes all kinds of definitions from Mr. Hammett's question, Mayor Hammett's question about what is a motel. It defines rooming houses. It defines dormitories. It goes on and on and on. Which the point being is, if you have voluntarily submitted to the state's regulatory regime as to being defined within that chapter, you are what that chapter says you are, whatever his application said he was applying for, okay, which is a
public lodging establishment.
Public lodging establishment, okay, which preempts anything the city can do. And if the city, by accepting
we don't need any more of this debate. This is, I read in a magazine today, and this is a perfect example of that. This is an editorial in some government magazine, and this couple that writes this thing, it's the Barrett Green uncertainty principle. The more thoroughly you attempt to measure the depth of any problem, the bigger the problem will appear to be. And I think that's what we're doing right now.
I have no idea what that means or what its relevance is to this point. And sir, I read the law. I don't read trade magazines.
Oh, I'm pleased to know that. Thank you.